Hi everybody. In the past decade, we witnessed the rise of universes in both cinema and TV. Cinema took the lead in this new entrepreneurship as Marvel and DC cinematic universes conquered the movie business with one blockbuster after another. Such a holistic approach to productions with similar themes and shared environments inspired every other producer within the sector, including Taylor Sheridan. Sheridan was already a known name in the TV business thanks to his brilliant involvement in acclaimed shows such as Sons of Anarchy. However, Yellowstone has been the one that made him a household name. Yellowstone brought a novelty to the TV sector by adapting all the traditional Western tropes to the TV screen by modernizing them. The series was following the Dutton family in modern-day Montana, where they were respectable figures as the owners of the oldest ranch on the land. The show's main theme is the constant war between the modern and traditional ways of life. You can fill the modernity title with every single modern thing, ranging from capitalism to veganism. In addition to such themes, the show also has a very unique family dynamic with complex characters that we constantly try to figure out. Naturally, one of the biggest desires of us as Yellowstone fans was to get a prequel to the series so that we get to know the early Duttons and understand better why this family is the way it's. Well, thankfully, Sheridan was also on the same page with us and decided to turn Yellowstone into a universe by expanding it with multiple new TV series. One of those series was 1883, a brilliant show taking place in 1883 when the US was going through a massive demographic change as the Civil War changed everything. In the series, the Duttons were moving from Tennessee to Oregon to start a new life in the North. They are accompanied by a group of Germans led by a man named Shea. Their partnerships have been helpful for most of the journey as they had to encounter multiple threats and enemies. However, it didn't stop the majority of the group from being killed on the way. The biggest blow to the group took place by the time they were very near to Montana. On their way, they saw a Native American tribal setting being attacked. Unfortunately, while they were trying to find the responsible parties, other Native American tribes followed their traces and assumed that they were the ones who attacked the tribal settlement. So they launched a deadly attack on our group without any mercy. By the time Elsa, the daughter of the Duttons, got the chance to explain that they were innocent, it was already too late. The majority of the group got killed off brutally, turning the journey into a tragedy that wrecked our hearts. Elsa was also deadly wounded. She could reach only Montana, where she died, and wanted her family to settle around her grave. Duttons kept their promise to their daughter and settled in Montana, which eventually turned into the Yellowstone Ranch. However, as you can see, there is a 200-year gap between the initial settlement and the modern-day Yellowstone. So naturally, we want to know what has happened in between with the expectation of 1883 Season 2. Regrettably, we have to confirm that there will be no 1883 Season 2. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that the show is cancelled. Instead, the show will follow a different path by getting a new title and having a major time jump with a different set of characters. The new show's title will be 1932, and it will follow John Dutton Sr., the little brother of Elsa. We're not sure if this new series would be as good as 1883 and still question if it would be better to simply welcome an 1883 Season 2 instead. Still, we put our trust in Sheridan's genius and cannot wait to watch 1932 already. What do you think about 1932? Would you have preferred 1883 Season 2 instead? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.